You
You
psyched
know what
yourself.
happens? You know what happens is this thing turns at the last second and puts Zangrim's body between you and you fucking
Oh,
stab Zangrim in his spinal cord. And
Yeah,
there's
shoot
like
him in
one
the
last
face.
jerking collapse.
It's like I wasn't dead until
Uh,
you stabbed me.
that's probably gonna haunt.
Excellent.
That's gonna
It
haunt
should.
me.
This is fucking. All right. It's gonna withdraw.
oof.
So it can move 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's your move speed, Stavra?
Without any snow, it's 30.
Yeah, I can definitely outrun you.
So, can we lawyer that he was pulled out of his mouth?
Nope.
Yeah, serious or no?
No.
Even though Dan's character stabbed the fuck out of him?
I'll let you make a combat maneuver. How about that?
All right, let's do it. Yes.
Yes, you get exactly what you need. You recover Zangrim's body.
This fucking thing's
So,
not.
instead of running away, it spends its turn picking Zangrim up again and only moving 20 feet.
Yeah.
I love how Dave literally just fucking talked me into you rolling a 1 somehow still cripples the enemy. You see, we should be playing Powered by the Apocalypse where that shit can fly, unlike Pathfinder. But sure, we can bend the rules for cinematic purposes. Alright, Eviega, you fire an arrow, and you also hit Zangrim.
Sweet.
Can I get it right between the eyes, maybe?
No,
God.
his facing the wrong
Insult
direction. You hit him in the back of
injury
the
after
shoulder.
injury.
blade.
Hey, do a combat roll to see if he falls out of his mouth.
No. That train has already flew away from the station.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot. Can I do that from here,
Yes.
or
It's quite
Alright.
far, but you can make the shot. You miss. You also hit Zangrim.
does he fall out of his mouth this time?
No.
Is the added weight of 2 arrows enough
No.
to gravitally
aware-
fall?
From a gigantic weasel that's literally 13 feet in length. No.
So basically, we're just like softening up the meat for him, aren't we?
Yes.
Or making it tough with metal.
Davra.
Second verse. Same as
Apparently
first.
people are shipping Lady Argentia, Melasny, and Mason. Alright, once again, this thing withdraws another 40 feet. So,
I like how Kneecap is now her name, by the way.
fucking monster. I think it's also going to try to make a stealth check to evade you guys in the trees.
It's carrying a dead body, so I don't know how we...
That dead body is literally a fraction of its weight.
It's also leaking blood.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
pretty reasonable. Alright, you make a good point. Let's see how intelligent this thing is. Oh, it's actually pretty intelligent. Alright, instead of running away, it's just trying to eat Zangrim, but you guys aren't letting it, so it's going to try to rip, Stavro apart. Stavro, what's your AC?
15.
Noise.
That's one hit.
All right.
You take 6 points of damage. And
Unconscious?
you also take 4 points of bleed. So you take 4 more damage.
That,
I love Pathfinder.
And it attaches itself to you.
that,
So it's now carrying you in its mouth. And it looks like it's going to pick up Zangrim next turn. And keep walking away with the midnight snack.
At least we got them. Oh, we didn't.
Literally, this thing is literally fucking honey badgering you guys right now. Alright, Eviega.
Oh man. Let's shoot it again.
Nope. Alright, Mason, this is pretty much it. If it gets up and walks away with Stavra much more, she's gonna die from bleeding out. You're gonna have to hit and kill it.
All right, let's do this shit.
Good luck on that.
Oh,
All right,
Oh.
Stavra, you take 4 more damage. And
Ow.
you need to stabilize versus or take another bleed.
Wait, even with it in
Stabilize.
his mouth?
Yes.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if I'd known that, I probably would have stabilized him instead. But Yeah.
So the thing
I'm
is,
pretty
even
sure
if
I'm out of range.
Here's the problem, Dave. If you stabilize him, he's still gonna take the bleed and then unstabilize every round.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
he just doesn't take another point of damage from bleeding out this round. Or look
Now,
at it
how
another way,
heavy-
he's taking bleed from 2 different sources. One is from having a mortal wound, and the other is from being bitten in the neck.
It's just so uncomfortable.
It picks up Zangrim and then walks 20 feet south and literally.
Really, you're gonna
Oh.
say that it's dragging
Badges.
2 entire corpses
Yeah.
through the snow
It's 13
with no
feet
snow
long.
walking?
Yeah. Dude,
Sorry.
I don't know if you played Far Cry 4, but this is a fucking honey badger. You literally
Yeah.
need like 4 shotgun rounds to kill this thing.
You run it over with a 4-wheeler, and then you move on with your life.
You shoot
Sounds
it
like
with
you never
4 or 5
played
arrows.
Far Cry 4. All right, yeah.
Iviega. Stavra looks pretty bad.
How far can I shoot a bow?
I'll tell you what, chat. Why don't you tell me your bets on whether or not Dan will die?
Oh, he's gonna die.
That's a pretty safe fucking bet.
15. You hit it for 5 points of damage. It falls over unconscious.
What?
Mason,
Oof.
Yep.
you're up.
get over there and stabilize him.
Yeah, I will run up as close as I can get in the turn and stabilize. I love the fact that like Kneecap wakes up and everyone's gone. She's just like, oh fuck.
But she's frozen and gone because you took the cloak, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Take the cloak and bury our dead friend in it instead. She can just freeze.
You're a monster.
I'm Mason. What do you want from me?
I'm instigating. It's my fault.
You monsters. Alright, let me see if Stabilize can stop bleed. I don't know if it can.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe.
Bleed can be stopped through a DC 15 heal check or any spell that cures hit point damage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a DC 15.
You have to be standing next to Stavros.
Do a run action. Do a run action.
All right. Well, how far can I make it?
When you run, you move 4 times your speed. So if you move,
Can
yeah, if you run, we'll say cinematically, you end up next to Stavra.
Okay.
You make it far enough. You glide out of the tree, something. Maybe you flap your wings and get a little extra speed going. Stavro, you lose 4 more hit points. How you doing?
1 away.
So if you aren't stabilized this round, you literally
Oh.
die.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I'm not that far down. Hold on. I'm basically gonna need a 20. Roll crit, roll crit, roll crit.
Forgive.
Nope, that's
Nope.
it.
Stavro dice.
I'm at negative con. I'm dead.
Yo, Eric, do we have the same pen right now? Are we best friends?
I don't know.
Oh, you
What's
guys 10,
the
15,
make?
bros?
Uniball Signo.
Sorry, chat. Sorry, AJ Miranda.
If
If you want to tweet Arthur the 7
Yeah.
cat and balls.
No, that's not happening this time, brother. Not even enough people to save you, bro.
well,
If only Gamer Siren were here to save you, she could send me 7 cat pics, but
yeah, she'll do that. All right, so I guess I just drag their bodies back to the camp.
alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Trying
it's
to-
time
I
to
think it's a
go
good,
hit
good
the
time
lab.
to talk about what characters you guys would like to bring in.
Kneecap has a split personality, and they have to fight over control for her.
So, would someone like to play as Lady Argentia?
Kneecap,
Lady Argentia?
No. Not really interested.
come on, Cam.
Okay, that's
I mean,
fine. Whatever.
eh.
Whatever.
I want to skin this weasel. Wear it as a cloak.
Yes, there's enough weasel to have 4 people wear a cloak made out of it. Do you have the craft cloak skill?
No, but I could survival it and then keep the fur.
Okay, make your survival check. It has to be 7 different people that's in the cat picks, guys. I'm sorry.
Nope.
No, you like literally fucked this thing up so bad. You're chopping it apart. There's like hunks of meat still attached to it.
Mason like leans over and he's like, "You trying to make a hat or something?"
I'm taking my vengeance out, chopping it apart.
Oh,
Seems like a pretty anti-paladin-y thing
I mean,
to do.
it's not really a heretic, but I mean, I could brand it for you if you want.
It's dead, so it's an object, not a creature. But sure.
I say, okay. I like.
You literally
I like,
brand it, and it just says Mason.
Yeah, like it's not like oh my
Trademark.
god. Yeah. So basically, I do. I want to. Ghost, where they're doing the clay molding thing.
Yes.
It's like that, but I'm guiding his hands to write Mason.
It's so fucking creepy. Man, this campaign got dark.
Yeah, man. Hey. Remember the cabbage.
Hashtag remember the cabbage.
Did we level up yet?
Nope, you have to get through the winter portal.
Do we get their XP?
Nope. I'm not tracking XP until we get through the portal. Once you're through the portal, you're level 2.
I
Alright.
ran after that thing trying to get the Zangram's
You know what?
body
Fuck it. I'll
because
tell
that's
you what. Everybody levels up. New people start with a 2nd level character. The rest of you start at level 2.
Damn.
Lady Argentia is still level 3.
I like how she's the most competent out of everyone, yet she
Yes,
does not.
she is.
Hey, Eric.
She's also the most beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to
smartest.
try giving Witchguard another try?
I'm gonna stick with a melee.
I
I'm
mean,
better at a martial character rather than a spellcaster.
I have some pretty good insights onto Witchguard. Like, half-elf Witchguard, bastard sword. It's nice.
This is where I
Oh.
take the hat off because it's literally a bazillion degrees.
What are you talking about? It's like -5 out here.
In Australia.
Or you could be the Witchguard and I could be the spellcaster. I don't think it has to be a witch, does it?
Well, I'm gonna spend some time going and figuring out.
You
what I
do
want to
realize
do.
if you become a witch in this party, Mason is gonna probably murder you.
That's why I'm saying it doesn't have to be a witch. It can just be any spellcaster.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Would it be any different for Dan? Really?
So what are your thoughts then, Eric, Dan, characters?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a while to think about something.
Sure, let's take the next 13 minutes to talk about it. Or we can talk about your thoughts of the book so far, or we can talk about what everybody's going to get at level 2.
You know what? Mason is gonna be one hell of a baller motherfucker at level 2.
So
He gets Dervis Dancer.
we
I don't
no
know-
longer have a paladin, right?
No,
We still have a paladin. We
That's
just
right, hater. Or you decide to do something crazy, like become a corpse-murdering necro dancer. That's a thing, by the way, necro dancing.
Yeah, there's a really cool game named after it. It's like, it's got some trumping beats.
For the level, I'm debating going a level of rogue for the sneak attack and all those kind of things, and acrobatics. But having an extra level of paladin would give me the lay on hands.
I'm not just a
You
paladin,
want the
I'm
lay
also
on
a
hands.
specialist.
What's the land hands?
You
I'm
really
going-
want to lay on hands, and you really want the extra saves.
Mason's taking a level in fighter for that extra feat and getting Dervis Dancer.
I'll probably take the rogue level 3.
if you're doing 2 levels of rogue, might I suggest 2 levels of ninja instead? Paladins with a ninja tip are actually surprisingly solvent.
I was going to go 3 levels of rogue, but that was later. Why ninja? I don't like the whole Oriental thing. Never have.
Charisma synergy, mainly.
Stop. Instead of making an Oriental character, why don't you make it James Bond or the Shadow? Rather than using mystical smoke magic, just make it someone who's supernaturally good at, distracting people and murder.
The
It's
shadow
all
is
about how you flavor it.
Stabbing people in the kidneys.
Yeah, mostly for the rogue, I was liking the skills. Acrobatics as a class.
Ninja
skill.
gets all those.
So are we ending the session here and just talking about next level character?
Yeah, we're talking about the next level character.
All right, cool. Well, so how do we roll up HP for level 2 in this game? Like, how does that work?
You don't roll.
You got to roll?
You gotta roll.
Or
Right,
roll.
and yeah.
Oh, wait. I think Mummy's Mask is the campaign where we're rolling, right?
Well, I don't know. No one's made it to level 2 in this game.
Yeah,
no.
you guys are good. You're taking half your hit dice plus 1 and then adding your con to it.
Okay. So the standard PFS
Standard
rule.
PFS rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have a 6 hit die, you get 4 plus your con
Yeah.
plus 1.
So I'm debating what to do. I think I might. I'm
So
thinking
I
either
would have-
trying druid or barbarian. Just something melee. Just something different that I haven't tried before.
So
I
I would get
could go
6
back
if I
to-
took fighter because of D8.
I could go
What's
back
your
to my
con?
original concept.
Yeah, you would get 6 hit points.
All right.
I could go back to my original character concepts just with a slightly better fleshed out character. I could go back to cleric, or I could just go a full spellcaster.
Yeah. The other thing that might be fun is I could just go with another version of the character I tried out this week just because he was fun. He's not good, but he's fun with my friendly hugger.
Like, you're going to do a snow grappler? The only problem with grappling, you have to get, like...
You have to get there, and I'm
You have
not
to
sure
get there, and then... Is there any penalties for, like, grappling in snow, Arthur?
Nope.
No. It's just a matter of getting there, which is the key issue.
You could be a tango grappler and glide everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how well that works.
Then
Hey,
so
man, I
3.
jumped out of that house pretty
that was
spectacular.
that was awesome.
Why not, instead of Linsoa 3, why not just have Linsoa's mom show up?
Well, no, she's got another 5 sisters. We've been over this.
No. Maybe
All
an
of them
aunt
the
or a
same
cousin.
Cousin, maybe. Like, that is if the rest of the party wants me to go back cleric.
Look, if you come back as another Linsoa, you're going to get non-stop shit from
Come
Mason.
back as a life oracle.
Yeah, there you go.
I know, like, literally nothing about oracles.
Okay, well, a life oracle is basically a cleric without needing religion. You still have channel, you have lifelink, so anytime someone takes 5 or more points of damage, you absorb that damage from them. They get healed 5 and you take 5. So you can literally just stand back, keep absorbing people's damage, then channeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why don't you go look it up, Dan? It sounds like a really cool character concept.
Yeah, Dan, not
Look up
Dave.
Life Oracle, maybe workshop that shit.
Yeah,
Maybe,
man.
Send out a group survey.
So there's actually sort of a fun
I was gonna say
variant
Dave.
class that
Yeah,
might
you
be
were.
interesting to try, but I want Arthur's ruling on something first.
Everything you just said makes me immediately... Listen,
No,
I know that as a
it's-
GM, I should be saying
It's
yes.
not
But
scary.
when someone phrases it like that, my immediate answer is nope, nope, no, no.
So it's the Dwarven
Oh.
Paladin variant. It's
Oh, the Storm Lord? Yeah, sure.
Stone Lord. It's just that I'm worried that constantly being on snow will mean I will never get to take advantage of his abilities.
I can't comment.
I'm just
Let me
so
look exactly what it says.
So, fighters are hit die 10.
So you would get 6, 7 hit points.
7. Yeah. Fantastic.
I actually don't have any problems with Stone Lord. I saw someone play it in PFS, and I thought, wow, this is an incredibly weak version of Paladin.
yeah.
Let's see here. You swift
It's
action.
touching the ground. It gets bonuses when it's touching the ground or a stone structure. And since we're constantly on snow, I guess you
I'll count snow that's on top of Earth as
Water.
stone. No, I'll count it as stone.
It's water.
It's stone. Assuming you're in a country made of stone, which is all I'll say.
All right.
Could make a fucking Undine cleric.
We should get Jim
Really,
in
on
here.
this cleric thing, I seriously think you should look into Life Oracle. At the very least,
I'll look into it.
look into it.
I'll read the Oracle page and I'll read the
I'll tell you this:
Life
most
Oracle.
people I know of that used to play clerics all play Life Oracles now.
Because
Yeah.
power creep?
Maybe
healing.
there's
It's
superior
lifelink.
healers. They can literally soak damage for the whole party, and then when they channel, it's like you're healing 2 people at once.
Yeah, but I want to be a little bit more than a heal bot when I'm playing.
Sure, you can also, if you're an
Look
elf.
into the Oridon build.
No, that's shitty. Don't do it. It's terrible. Don't listen to Eric. It's
What's
totally
that?
not overpowered.
Wait, what? What?
It's where
What's
you play Oracle and Cleric, and then your saves
No,
are
it's
like
Oracle
fucking...
and Paladin. Is,
Yeah, Oracle Paladin, your saves are like fucking insanely high. Because you get your charisma to saves from Paladin, and then you have Smite. So, if you want to play an elf, Ancient Lorekeeper, Life Oracle, you could end up having arcane spells like Burning Hands on your spell list, while also having healing spells.
Oh yeah, that's what Adam's doing in Skulls and Shackles, right?
Yes, that's on his SNS character, not Plunder and Peril.
Yeah.
Lord Pyros Ashlock is also an Ancient Lorekeeper elf, and he fucking burned everybody with fireballs and burning hands and magic missiles. It's an amazing archetype that gives you some serious like damage dealing possibilities. Life Oracle, of course, keeps everybody alive.
And of course, for this campaign, keeping people alive is going to be a must.
You still
Yep.
need some way to counteract the cold, but you know, fuck it.
Just
I don't
take
know.
Northern Ancestry.
All right.
Or,
Northern
you know,
Ancestry.
Azamar again.
Fuck Azamar.
Undines are pretty cool. Water Singer Bards.
Oh man, Water Singer Bard. Vince Snow.
With Witch would be awesome. Like Water Singer Bard Witch later.
You take Witch, you die. I've pointed this out multiple times.
Can't
You
there
won't
be
tell you
good
he's a bitch.
witches?
Or
No,
alternatively,
which-
I could
you-
be like a monk druid.
No, got it. We've got to have it like pretty much anything involving witching, right? You've got to have it where the witch like uses her powers without Mason ever seeing. Then they slowly grow closer and closer, and then the moment of the reveal comes, and Mason has that Lord of the Rings moment where he's like, "Cast the ring into the fire! Don't worry, I'm not an evil witch." And you're like, "No, I'm going to kill you now, witch."
Now here's what would happen. Mason would be like, "Oh,
That's weird that person
Okay.
just fell over asleep.
yeah. It's weird that I drove a hex now between their eyes. That's super weird."
I may have to play a witch now. I may have to play like a bonded
Scarred
witch.
Witch
so
Doctor.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
The only way
no.
you're gonna live.
No.
I might play a bonded witch.
Starred Witch Doctor is
Just
fucking
don't do
crazy.
the Grave
Eaters.
Dancer.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
don't be Mummy's Mask. Looking at you, Jim, I'm literally looking at you through the camera because I know you're watching live. Literally, I don't want to spoil it, but holy fuck, man. Hey, look at my puppet! Everyone's like,
All right.
this thing's it's made of human skin and filled with grave dirt.
So Mason 2.0 is ready to roll out. Allow me to go into details.
So,
Mason now uses a scimitar. He rolls 1d5 to hit with the scimitar.
You mean
1d5?
D20 plus 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he rolls +5, I should say, actually. He for damage he rolls 1d6 plus 4, which is good.
Dervish
And
dancer.
Dervish Dancer, yeah.
What does your battle dance look like?
It's a ballet, so it's lots of pirouettes and lots of like,
Tondus.
yep, like how they did
First
it,
position,
spinning
second
around
position.
on 1 foot sort of thing. He does a lot of that, and then he does a lot of like swan kicks and stuff, and then he like comes down on people.
So
with
for
swords.
anyone that watched the Friday Night Fights and looked up Tiger Millionaire from Steven Universe, Dave's character is now literally Opal.
Is it?
Yep.
I'll have to look at that then.
So, just a random
She
question.
fights. She's a sword fighter who uses ballet to to get close to people.
Oh, that's cool.
So, just a question. I'm not actually planning on doing this for
I
character.
immediately. I don't know whether it's just you
I know.
or I immediately felt like a dark hood fall over me, and I was like, no.
So, again, just curious if people who've actually seen this, not for this campaign, how are the Unchained characters?
Not
Classes?
available for this campaign, that's for sure.
No. Just because I've been hearing about them from other people, and I'm just curious how
Unchained
the
Rogue
classes are.
Haven't
looks
seen it yet.
really, really good. Unchained Monk and Barbarian, you swap out a few things for a few things. Like, you don't get good will saves anymore as an Unchained Monk. You only get good Fort and Reflex. But you're wisdom based anyway, so you should be fine on that front. But you make up for that with like your flexibility in your flurry of blows and all your key powers that basically make you King Ong without making you King Ong.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, the rogue gets an ability, I think, at 4th level to like hamper their foes, like either drop their AC or drop their to hit, and with additional penalties when it comes to the rogue in question.
Mhm.
So you could basically sit. If Kamakiri was an Unchained Rogue, I'd be like, okay, offensive defense, and I'm doing this thing, so you take additional penalties to hit me, you'll never hit me. Ha ha ha.
Hey, Arthur, I'm curious. With these new characters rolling in, is there a way that we can story somehow that we can purchase some gear with these characters coming through?
Probably not.
Okay.
Don't worry, gear purchasing will happen soon.
Yeah, level 3 when everyone's like fucking just the most veteran fighters in the
man.
entire planet.
I
Apparently.
cannot wait for the rest of the books, man. You think this is bad looking for a shop? Holy fuck.
Well, it's not that. It's just that the hide armor is really weighing me down. Literally weighing me down.
You're like, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Should we
I don't know. Is the studded leather way less? You can go find Zangrim's corpse.
Yeah,
and just
but
take it off.
AC
Oh,
is a
small.
problem with how your fucking rolling has been, so I'm not willing to drop down 2 AC just to get an extra 10-foot movement. So
Speaking of cheesy bills, Emerald's Power. Yeah, I guess so. I think everybody but Dom has checked in. Croama might not show up though, so I don't. We're just gonna have to play it by ear.
I'm assuming we're burying these fellow friends
Are
with
you?
honors and.
I mean, that's why
I'd
that's why
appreciate
I
it.
died. I was gonna get Zangrim's body.
So,
Running away is not what paladins do.
I was gonna ask you, but did you want to like rock paper scissors to see who gives the burial rites here? Like,
Good point.
Well, Lady Argantia Malasny declares Zangrim and Stavra Taldan Knights posthumously.
you're just a pompous bitch sometimes, you know that. So
It's
how are we
just
doing
like-
this? Who's burying what? Do you want to
she's
take
like,
one and I
you
take
know,
the other, or like?
now that they're knights, their family will be taken care of for the rest of their lives.
Oh,
You
that's
can be a
actually-
real asshole sometimes. You know that.
Well, I just wanted to bury them under the sign of my god since we've been traveling
She
together.
starts off and she's like, bury them however you want. I don't care. They're knights.
Okay, I take it back. You're actually kind of nice. What are their names again? Just so they-
Really?
Oh.
Fucking really? You've literally been adventuring for them with like 14
I-
days.
I ask
I
her,
think he's asking her.
Oh.
Ask her-
It's Zangrim and Stavra.
what's their last names? How are you gonna find their family?
It's
Well,
listed.
Zangrim's literally a fucking Sverneflin, so that can't be that hard. Stavra's last name is Miller.
Okay, you're gonna. Excuse me, is it where are the Millers? I need to give them a fortune. Is that
He's
what
like,
you're
you know,
Millers.
I have people to take care of these things. I am a noble.
I like scratch my chin and I look around and like, where are they?
Man, you really are being an asshole.
Really?
She walks off with tears in her eyes, trying to not. So like she looks fine, looking at you. She just seems angry, and then when she turns away towards the camera, there's tears in her eyes, and she tries to walk off, but then she starts running, and the forest zooms behind her, and she's like, "I hate him. I hate him so much."
I would say I would try to notice it, but I probably wouldn't.
She falls to her knees in the forest and is like, "Oh, Rodin, Iomade, could someone please look over Stavra in the afterlife and maybe just please hit Mason with a lightning bolt. Strike him dead where he stands. He's a horrible person."
So, like, as she's running off, she hears, "Right, so who's doing which body?"
I'll take care of my fellow paladin and clan member from our little foreign group.
All right.
Cool.
So we've known each other for a lot longer than 14 days, by the way, Arthur. If
Yeah.
backstory goes
Sure.
back to like when we're doing hunting partners and stuff. So which one are you taking? You're taking
Taking
Stavra?
Stavra and you get Zangrim.
Now, is Zangrim? Did I know Zangrim's burial? Like gods or whatever. Is there anything there that I need to be aware of?
He wasn't particularly religiously observant.
All right, so you're going to be buried under my god then.
I know of.
That's how
Sure, Desna was Salva, right?
No, Stavra worships some crazy god that, like, community.
Why must I keep loving him and hating him so much?
Swarovski.
I love that Dan had to look up what god it was. He's like,
No, I
where's
had
that
it listed.
cheesy ass god that I had to find in the back of a
That
source
literally
book?"
gave me no mechanical benefit whatsoever.
I really just
I
went to the
picked it
site.
because it looked cool.
So a Tengu burial is literally just like a small hole with like lots of rocks on top, sort of thing.
Like a cairn.
Yeah, like a cairn, and then Mason will say a prayer to Goya. It goes something like, "Oh Goya, look after my friend in the afterlife. He died valiantly fighting a giant
Weasel.
It's like,
Weasel.
I'm like, what did he die from again? I can't remember. Weasel. It's like, oh yeah, he died from a weasel. It was very glorious death. All that. Yeah, just look after him. He wasn't a heretic, so that's good. Yeah. Just
I love
thanks.
that while you're saying this, Binary Sunset from Star Wars is playing in the background, and you're literally Woody Allening it.
Well, Mason's like, he fumbles his way through the religion part of being an inquisitor. Yeah.
And you're just like, please, guys, or help me out here. Just, I don't know, keep them from dying from evil space weasels in the afterlife.
Yep. And then I will, I don't know, like draw like Goya's symbol on one of the rocks on the head or whatever, and then I'll be like, done.
All right. I think this is a good place to start wrapping up here. Anybody got any more crazy schemes to unfold?
I imagine also we're probably going to bury most of the things with them. Maybe
Well,
take
do you
the
guys
alchemy.
have anything?
You can take anything you want.
Do you guys?
I can't carry a huge amount of stuff.
Take
What
the
did you have?
sapphire.
I happen to hear that 2 more people are going to show up.
So what did you guys have? Like, give us a list here.
I mean, I
think
had my weapon.
We should handle that in email.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We'll do.
We're like at time.
Weapons actually, well, technically it would be worth a lot, but because it's the gunslinger starting weapon, it's not actually.
Well, what do you need to use the gun?
Proficiency in
2 feet.
firearms.
Oh, okay. So I can't just
Yeah.
like.
Guns.
It's not useful for anyone who's not a gunslinger.
You could
Yeah,
pick
it's
up
too-
the gun, you just wouldn't know how to use it, or how to make ammo, or how to reload it.
Yeah, how does he work this magical boomstick of his?
Gunslinger paladin.
I think you look down the barrel, right?
Oh,
Alright, alright. So, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a little crazy. People died again, so no huge